For millions of years, birds looked down at humans and laughed. And honestly, fair. We were down there tripping over rocks, getting eaten by things and staring at the sky like absolute idiots. But here's the thing about humans. We don't take rejection well. So we did what any reasonable species would do. We decided to fight gravity, and shockingly, we won. The obsession with flying is ancient, like embarrassingly ancient. Ancient Greek mythology gave us Icarus, a guy who strapped feathers to his arms with wax, flew too close to the sun, and became history's first aviation safety video. The lesson? Don't be Icarus, but also respect the hustle. Then came Leonardo da Vinci in the 1480s. The man designed flying machines 400 years before anyone could actually build one. 400 years! That's like designing an iPhone in the 1600s. Genius, absolutely. Useful at the time? Not even a little. The first humans to actually leave the ground weren't daredevils. They were a duck, a rooster, and a sheep. In 1783, the Montgolfier brothers in France launched a hot air balloon carrying these three very confused animals as a test flight. The animals survived. The brothers declared it a success. The animals had no comment. A few months later, two brave Frenchmen climbed into a balloon basket over Paris and floated into history. The crowd went wild. King Louis XVI watched from the ground. And for one beautiful moment, humans had done it. They were flying, slowly, in a giant bag of hot air, with no steering, but still, flying. Then came the 1800s, the golden age of bad ideas. Inventors across Europe started strapping wings to themselves and jumping off cliffs. Most of them survived. A suspicious number of them did not. Otto Lilienthal, the glider king of Germany, actually figured out how to glide properly. He made over 2,000 successful glider flights. He studied birds. He understood aerodynamics. He was brilliant. And then in 1896, on glide number 2001, he crashed. He famously said before he died, "Sacrifices must be made," which is either deeply inspiring or absolutely terrifying depending on how you look at it. Enter two brothers from Ohio who ran a bicycle shop, Orville and Wilbur Wright. Two guys with no college degrees, no government funding, and no reason whatsoever to believe they could solve a problem that had stumped the entire world. Their competition? Samuel Langley, a respected scientist with $70,000 in government money. His flying machine crashed into the Potomac River twice. The Wright brothers spent about $1,000 total, and on December 17, 1903, in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, Orville flew 120 feet in 12 seconds. The whole flight was shorter than the wingspan of a modern Boeing 747. The local newspaper didn't even cover it. A bicycle shop just solved human flight and the press said meh. But that 12-second flight changed everything. Within 10 years, planes were being used in wars. Within 40 years, we had jet engines. Within 66 years of that first flight, Neil Armstrong was standing on the moon. From wow, a bicycle shop made a plane to we literally left the planet in the time it takes a person to be born and retire. That's the human brain for you. Give us a problem, some stubbornness, and maybe a near-death experience or 12, and we'll figure it out. So next time you're 35,000 feet in the air, crammed into a middle seat, annoyed that the Wi-Fi is slow, take a second, look out the window, and remember, we were not supposed to be up here. Birds had millions of years of evolution. We had a bicycle shop and a dream, and somehow, we beat them at their own game. Not bad for a species that used to trip over rocks.